the hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. We're going to release out into our downward dog. So again, fingers spread nice and wide, tuck the toes underneath, lift into your downward dog, and just start to alternate the heels one by one, releasing out through the calves. Good. Both heels sinking down. We're going to take 5 deep breaths into our downward dog. Balls of the hands sinking down. You're pressing down through the fingertips, clawing the fingertips into your mat. Lengthen through those arms. Neck's nice and soft. Keep lifting that bottom. And when you're ready, drop the knees, come back to sitting. Good. Okay, so crossing the legs. So it doesn't matter which way you cross. So making sure you're nice and comfortable on your seat. And we're just going to start by bending this right knee. Good. And then lifting that right leg up and just starting to rotate through the hip. So a bit like cradling this leg. So left hand is underneath my right foot and my right arm wrapped around the back of this right leg. So I'm just cradling that right leg. So have a play around with this. So start to explore the range of movement there. Good. And so when you're ready, bring it back to center. And you're going to take the right arm underneath and just let it hang. Right hand, thumb, first finger together. Keep the length through the spine. So we'll start to lift that right leg up and take it out to the side. Keeping that right arm supporting underneath. Good, 5 deep breaths. Keep the bottom sinking down. Lengthen through the sacrum. Lengthen through the mid-back, thoracic spine. Crown of the head reaching up. Lengthen through the tummy. Lift the heart. Shoulders back. And breathe. Good. Exhale, take that right foot and gently place it back down. Opposite way, so we're going to lift that left leg. Good. So in a way that feels right for you, you're going to pick that left leg up. So I like to wrap that left arm round and then take a hold of that left foot and gently open up through the hip joint. Soften your breath. And just notice how it feels to be present with the body. So our body has cellular memory. And our cellular memory contains the emotions and feelings we've experienced throughout our lifetime. And often, any emotions that were too much for us to feel as a child get trapped in the cellular memory and cause blocks mentally, emotionally, physically, or manifest as lack in life. So we want to start to open up the cellular memory and free these emotions and come back to flow. Good. When you're ready, left arm underneath, thumb, first finger together, right hand onto the right knee, lift and lengthen through the spine, lift the heart, and start to take that leg out to the left a little. Good. Soften the shoulders, close the eyes, 5 deep breaths here. Good, and exhale, releasing back down. Okay, so we're going to come into our full flower pose. So exactly the same, but this time we're going to bring that into a balance. So we're going to take both arms underneath the legs. So we're drawing the navel in towards the spine, taking our point of focus, thumb, first finger together, and we'll bring the legs underneath the calves or the backs of the knees to lift the feet. And we're going to bring the soles of the feet together. Keep lengthening through the spine, keep the shoulders back and relax. Good, 5 deep breaths. Smile wherever you are. So it's all about playing and having fun. When the inner child awakens and learns to trust you, this is where we start to really connect to joy. And joy is a vibration that benefits us, our health, benefits other people around us. When we don't have joy and happiness to share with others, that's when we all start to suffer, unfortunately. So let yourself play with the body today. Let yourself experience it as it is. Good, well done. Exhale, release down. Coming into our cobbler pose. So fleshy parts of the bottom coming out behind us. Good, back to center. We want the shoulders back and down. Soles of the feet lifting up. Elbows start to tuck in, and again remember we always lead with the heart. Keep the shoulders away from the ears, allow the head to go heavy, soften wherever you are, close the eyes, allow the breath to flow nice and deep to the lower part of the belly. And keep surrendering with the exhale. And again, you're affirming out loud or silently to yourself. I love you. I care about you. And I accept you as you are. So allow that message to sink into your cells, into the cellular memory. So this gives permission for any cells that need purging of your old beliefs, your old thoughts, what's been passed down to you. Allows the body to purge the memories, the emotions, the thoughts that are holding you back from unconditional love, fulfillment, joy, abundance, beauty. I love you. I care about you. And I accept you as you are. allow that to sink in. Allow yourself to receive that message and know you're worthy of that. There's nothing you need to do to be loved, to be cared for, to be accepted. It's your birthright. Last few breaths. And inhale again, we keep the head heavy and we build one vertebrae at a time. So it's a mindful movement. Shoulders back, hands to prayer. There's no hurry, take your time. Pause. And just take a moment to notice the breath. Each time you become conscious of the breath, you reconnect your inner child. And this reminds him or her, they're safe. You're present. Good. Okay, so play with the next one. We've been warming up for it. So this is called the telephone. So we're going to keep that left leg bent. Now you can either pick up that right leg and start to lift and play around with seeing how high you can take that foot. Don't worry, we're not going to take that foot to the back of the head. That's next week. Now, if you feel okay with that, you're going to start to bring the foot into the heart center. So into the chest. Now, it doesn't matter if it's further down, just play around with it. But you want that foot in as close as you can to the body. So I like to bring that right elbow down to draw the leg back in towards me. And then I take hold of the foot and start to lift it up. Again, doesn't matter how far you go. So you can play with that. You can lift it up and down, up and down. Good, lovely. Now, if you feel okay with that, you're going to open up and bring that right foot towards the ear. So this is why we call it telephone. So we could do the ring, 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 ring. And you can see why the kids love that one. Good, well done. Release. Let's take it the opposite way. So again, be gentle, be kind with yourself, wherever you are. You may want to just go back to that rocking. Or you may want to see if you can start to bring that foot in towards the chest and use that arm to pull that foot in towards you, but try not to sink too far back. We want to keep that lift and the length through the spine. Or you can play with lifting that foot up and down. Good, lovely. Good, keep checking with the breath. Is it flowing? And then you can either hold that foot, or you can start to bring that foot towards the ear and down. Good, well done. Good, lovely. And release. Drop the shoulders back. Just release out through the shoulders. So we're going to come onto all fours. Take it through to your dancer. And then walk the hands in towards you. You may want a block, entirely up to you, or you may be able to do it without. So onto fingertips. We're going to extend the left leg away. Push away with the heel. Good, keep pushing that heel away. Keep the core nice and strong. Let's take the breath deep into the belly. Soften the shoulders. And then if you can, you're going to bend that left knee and take a hold of the ankle and start to push away, keeping the hip square. Gaze stays down to the floor. So you're pointing the toes up towards the ceiling. Good, well done. Exhale down. So have a play around with it. Try both sides. So if you're moving onto the left side, you're going to extend that right leg away. Activate the core muscles. So again, if you want to use a block underneath, you can. Or you can come down onto the palm of the hand. Entirely up to you. You're going to bend that right knee. Take your point of focus and reach for that right foot as you kick away. Deep conscious breathing. Left foot sinking down into the earth. Good. Exhale, release down. You're going to take it straight through to your balancing butterfly. Heels together. Walk the hands in towards you. So again, you can either keep the hands down, lift the heart, bring one hand forwards, or both hands forwards. Good. Exhale, hands down, jump the legs away. Good, brilliant. You're going to jump back to your balancing butterfly. So fingertips on the floor, jumping the heels together. Good. And again, fingertips on the floor, navel's pulled in, jump, legs wide. Good, lovely. Heels push away. Palms of the hands flat to the floor, lengthen through the spine, shoulders back, and take the gaze down to the floor. Good, start to walk the hands over to the right foot. And then you're going to start to walk the hands over to the left. As you start to soften, you'll be able to take those hands further and further across to the right and to the left. One more time, either side. Now, the next time you move over to that right side, wherever you are, you're going to stay and hold. Now, you may be able to take the hands to the back of the heel and start to bring the chest or your nose towards the knee or that right thigh. Keep the bottom lifted. Nice deep breathing. Keep lengthening through the spine. Good, well done. And walk over to the left side. So you can either stay here and hold, or you can reach that right hand to the back heel, relax that left arm as you pull yourself in to the left knee. Keep lifting that bottom. Inhaling, coming back to center. Hands underneath the shoulders. Lengthen through the spine. Let's take a few deep breaths here. Good, start to walk the feet in towards you, coming into your squat. So again, nice deep hip opener here, hands to prayer, lift the heart. Crown of the head reaching up, relax the bottom. Press the palms of the hands together, and you can gently use the knees to draw the knees back behind you. Heels sinking down to the floor. Reach nice and tall through the spine and the crown of the head, and we're going to play around. We're taking it into our crow. So again, see how you get on. Hands come down to the floor. We want the elbows tucked in to the top of the arms, or you can bring the knees literally onto the backs of the arms. Entirely what feels right for you. Fingers spread nice and wide, and they come in just slightly, so we have the elbows out to the sides. We lift the bottom, we take the gaze forwards and start to shift the weight onto the hands. So play around with it. I'll also do it from the side. So hands in front of you, fingers pointing in. So we want to get the elbows out to the sides. So onto tiptoes to start with. Lift the bottom and tuck the knees under the shoulders or on top of the legs. Gaze forwards. Good, lovely. Well done. Good, so you may want to do 1 foot up at a time, but you'll find once you get that balance, the body will remember what you've done, and it gets easier and easier. But always take the point of focus ahead. So remember, if we're looking down, we go where we focus. So if you manage to get that stability, see if you can take the gaze forwards as soon as you can. So that will help give you the balance and the correct alignment. Good, well done. Okay, so into our twisted lizard pose. So we'll come on to all fours. And we're going to bring the left foot forwards. I like to use padding underneath the knee. Good, so just take a moment to relax and breathe here. Shoulders back, start to lift the heart. Release that back foot. So we've got, again, a nice strong opening to the base and the root. So our inner child really needs the base, the root chakra to be open, to feel safe, so that it can start to climb up through the chakras. So if the base, the root is blocked, it impacts all the other chakras. So we want to really open up the base, which sends up a flurry of energy, a force field energy, which starts to break through any blocks in the other chakras. So it's a powerful chakra. Right hand to the floor, palm facing down, or fingertips if you like. If you need to use a block here, you can place a block underneath. We're going to bend this right knee, left arm starts to reach back. Some of you may be able to take hold of the foot, doesn't matter if you can or if you can't. Start to open the heart. Good. Start to sink down on that right side. Watch this left knee doesn't collapse outwards. Keep it in towards you. And start to lift the gaze over that left shoulder. 5 deep breaths. Good work on that rotation through the spine. Open the heart, expand the heart. And exhale, gently release, come back to center. Lift the gaze. Exhale, push back to your downward dog, releasing out. And we'll step the opposite way. So right foot forwards, left knee comes to the floor. Release that back foot, start to sink. Left hand down, fingers spread nice and wide. And take that right arm out to the side, take hold of the foot. We're taking the gaze over that right shoulder. Keep lifting the heart. Try not to collapse into the left hand, stay open. Exhale and release. Take the hands underneath the shoulders, push back to your downward dog. Good, taking the gaze forwards, tuck the toes underneath into your upward dog. Heart through the arms, expanding the chest. Exhale, drop the knees. And take a moment to rest into your child's pose. This time with the hands behind you. Open the knees a little. Drop the forehead. Hands underneath the shoulders, gently pressing through the hands or fingertips. You're going to curl up one vertebra at a time.